Time now for us to preview next week's game as KO gives up his knockout picks of the week. Go ahead, KO.
Hey, man, district titles, playoff spots, they're going to be all secured next week, and we can't. Where do we begin to look? Well, let's start in Anderson County as Palestine Westwood's going to host Woodville. Now, Westwood beat Crockett last night, 48-22, and Woodville was on their bye this week. They're both 4-1 in district play going into the final week of the regular season, and my pick for this game is the Woodville Eagles. Now, Woodville has more losses on the year than Westwood, but like we were talking about with Gilmer, 2 of their losses came to Franklin. They lost by 3 to Franklin. They're back-to-back state champs. And they lost to Newton by 5, who has recorded double-digit wins in 4 of the last 5 seasons. Now, I think Woodville's overall strength of schedule gives them an advantage in this game against Westwood. The other thing is the Williams to Williams connection in the backfield. Something special for Woodville. Quarterback Raylan Williams, he's a big quarterback, tough to bring down, and he can run the ball effectively. And then you have the running back Zayon Williams that takes some pressure off of Raylan in the run game. Of course, none of this would be possible without those big hog mollies up front opening up holes. And finally, the Eagles have 1 loss in district. It's to Diboll, 29-6. But in district play, Woodville is averaging 39 points a game, while only allowing 18. Coleman, is that good? Good. That's not bad. Westwood's defense has had some good games this season, but I look for Woodville to make some key plays on offense late and win this game.
I want to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Williams to Williams.
Yeah.
Obviously a great combination, but what if this, okay, the game plan is we're going to slow down this Williams kid and make them beat us through the air. Can they do that?
They can. They don't have a strong pass game, but they don't have to have a strong pass game because of the strong run game that they have. Now, I think it all depends on how Westwood wants to scheme Woodville next week in that big game. If they try to load the box, put 8 or 9 in the box to try and stop the run, well, that gives you one-on-one opportunities on the outside, so you have a better chance of hitting those big plays. But I think if Westwood just tries to play straight up, a normal like 4-3 or 3-4 defense with, 7 people in the box or so, I think Woodville will have better run game if they don't have an overloaded front. But if they do overload the front, Woodville can air it out. So you got to be careful.
Okay, where do we go next?
Well, I think we are going to head to Tenaha. The Tenaha Tigers are going to host the undefeated Overton Mustangs. That's right, undefeated. And it's going to decide the 11-2A D2 champion. My pick to win the game is the Overton Mustangs. They have 9 wins this season already. They combined for just 5 wins over the last 5 seasons, including 2 0-10 seasons. So it's been a historic season for the Mustangs, and that has to do something to the psyche of the team. Also, Overton has made big plays when they've needed to this season. You got the quarterback Bryce Steele. He's thrown for over 2,000 yards and 25 touchdowns this season. He's also got some big weapons on the outside in Jaden Edwards and Isaiah Hawkins. Now, Tenaha, historically, they've had some solid teams in the past few seasons, but there's something about this Overton Mustangs this year, and I think they're going to win the 11-2A D2 crown. Here's the question. Since Overton hasn't been in a position to win a championship in a while, will the pressure get to them, or will the pressure make diamonds? I'm going with the latter. I think Overton's coming out with diamonds next week.
Here's what pressure is: winning the fewest number of games than most other schools in your backyard, and then to come out and just reel them off. They have a new coach, right? Do they have a new coach? Do we know what their coach situation is?
I believe so.
Did he get smart? Did he get, because if he was there last year, how did he get smart just like that? So I think they do have a new first-year coach. But no, I think this is a team that people should be talking about because of what they haven't done the previous years of playing ball to where they are right now. And I don't think there's any kind of way someone could take away their confidence, their motivation, because they're like, you know what? We have tasted it. It is contagious. And when you're winning, especially the way they have been, they've been to the other side before. Mm-hmm. They don't like it. I'm with you. Overton is going to be the team
and here's
to
the
come
thing
out.
Too. They made the playoffs last year as a 2-8 team. So they only had 2 wins last year, made the playoffs. This year they're coming in, could potentially be the top team in the district. So I'm excited for Overton, but it's going to be a good one next week.
And you know what? I think in the postseason, those that they draw, there could be an intimidation factor only because of what they've done to get to where they are.
And it is a brand new head coach over there in Overton. So he's doing something right.
Okay.
He's doing something right. So next, we got two of the top teams coming into this season. They were Harmony and Dangerfield. Now, Harmony started 1-2, and they've won 6 straight since then, and they're also undefeated in district. Dangerfield started 2-2. They've won 5 straight, and they are also undefeated in district play. Now, my pick to win this competitive district is the Dangerfield Tigers. They have been rolling since district play started, and the Tigers defense has only allowed 6 points in district play. That happened tonight against Wascom, and they've scored 221 points. So that's a 221-6 margin. And this type of defense is common in Dangerfield. Now, Coleman, I'm going to ask you if you remember this. Do you remember the Tigers defense back in 1983?
Nope.
The Dangerfield Tigers defense in '83, historically great. They allowed 8 points all season. 8 points all season long. That's it. Chase Johnson, we've heard of him. He's the quarterback for the Tigers. He missed a couple of games earlier in the season due to injury, but since he has returned, the Tigers offense has been on fire. You put Johnson out there with the UT commit Aaron Bubba Hampton, along with other athletes, and this Tigers offense is tough to stop. The run game is effective, and they're always just a throw away from a big play. Now, talking about the Harmony Eagles, they've won 6 games in a row, and they've been playing some good football here recently. Boston Seahorn is a key focal point for that the Tiger defense is going to have to key in on. And the emergence of Tyson Jenkins last year in the playoffs has led to him having another great season this year. Dangerfield just seems to be a little stronger right now, and Dangerfield won last year's matchup 48-21. So give me the Tigers in a close one. And Coleman,